ever be in a position to say that you get style points, but the way it is and the way our system is, that may be the way it is. But saying all that to say this, we knew this was going to be a tough game. We had a lot of respect for this team, that great defensive team. We struggled a little bit out there today on offense. We had some adversity. It'd be a great lesson for us to learn from the adversity and how we're going to respond to it, what we need to do to get things fixed, and maybe be a little more consistent. Had way too many negative plays. But, you know, kudos to the defense in terms of the way they played. We have a lot of respect for this offense, this system, and I thought the players did a really good job, except the one drive where they busted a big run on us and hit a pass. I thought, you know, played a really, really good game. 1 of 13 on third down, stopped the run pretty well, so I was very pleased with that. So, you know, anytime you win a game in the SEC, I was concerned about having a little bit of an emotional hangover after the LSU game. I think that may have been true to some degree. Our players need to learn that, you know, you have to be able to play every week. You know, everything's like a playoff now. So we got to play well every week. We got to play to our best. Our standard should be based on who we are and what we can do. It shouldn't have anything to do with, you know, who we're playing. If you want to be the best, you always work to try to be a perfectionist. You never ever get there, but certainly you like to try. And that's what we need to continue to try to do. So, you know, pleased with the win. Lots of things we can learn from and do better in the game, obviously. I don't think that Tua could have gone back in the game if he needed to. I know the first thing you're going to ask me is about his injury. You know, he got hit low a few times out there today, and I think he got hit in the front of the knee, not the back, which is where his initial problem was. I think he's okay. Deontay Brown went out of the game. He got a turf toe, and that may be a little bit more of an issue for him, especially for next week.
Coach, we'll start on the right with Ben.
Defense did a really good job of getting pressure on Nick Fitzgerald today. How important was that, and was there any specific plan for it?
It was really important because we got a lot of pressure, and we got pressure when we weren't pressuring. All right, so we were rushing with 4 guys, and we could sit back and play, you know, coverage, which has been a real key for us. And it was the same story last week. And when we did pressure, I thought we did a good job of that. So it was huge right before the half to, you know, get a sack. And then they missed a field goal. I think that was a big momentum swing, you know, in the game in terms of the outcome of the game that they didn't score there.
Coach, over on the left, Jeff Spiegel.
Nick, it got a little tense at the end. Some guys had to be separated. Can you talk about that? And also, do you have any issue with some of the low hits that Tua was taking?
Look, NFL has a rule for that. NFL has a lot of rules to, you know, protect people, some of which people complain about. But I think we have a lot of capable people in the NCAA to make, you know, decisions about what are good rules relative to player safety. And I've always been supportive of those rules, and I think somebody else should really sort of, you know, make a decision about whether there's anything wrong with what happened in this game today. I'm not complaining about it. Football is football, and it is what it is, and we need to do a better job of protecting our quarterback so people don't get a chance to hit him.
Come back over on the right with Charlie.
What did you think of the game that Josh Jacobs had today? It seemed like he did a little bit of everything.
Really did a good job, especially at the end of the game. You know, that was a great drive that we had. I know we didn't score a touchdown at the end, but I don't know, we took 7 or 8 minutes off the clock, which is what you want to do in a situation like that. And Josh was a demon, you know, running it on a couple of those runs, and I was really impressed with the way he played today.
Back on the left with Tommy.
Yeah, Coach, 2 questions. 1, 0 penalties. I'd like your comment on that. I think early in the season you got a lot. And the other thing was, Tua kind of on a quick count to get rid of the ball. It looked like it was kind of a 1, 2, 3, get it out of your hand quick thing.
No, I think sometimes get it out of your hand quickly is an RPO, which means that you're going to fake the ball, read a specific key, and decide that you're going to throw it. And if you're going to throw it, you got to throw it quick because you're not always protected. But we've always thrown those. I mean, they've been ongoing all year long. But none of the other passes that we threw we're geared up any different timing-wise than what we've done in the past. I just don't think we protected well enough to make the plays, at times, and too many occasions he had pressure even if he had to move in the pocket, and way too many sacks.
0 penalties.
You're always happy with that. You always want to play penalty-free. I was disappointed early on when I thought we were getting too many penalties. I'm not saying they shouldn't have been called. I'm just saying that we needed to play with more discipline when it came to those types of things in terms of choices and decisions that you make relative to what the rules are. And it's good that we didn't get any penalties today. I'm pleased about that.
A couple more front with Mark.
What does it say about this defense that they've had 2 straight shutouts back-to-back?
Guys have made improvement all year long. I think we've practiced better as the season has gone on. I think the preparation has been better, and I think that has contributed to us playing a little better, making fewer mental errors, guys playing together more, understanding the plan, and I think good job of implementing the plan, 2 weeks in a row. So, but it's all what we can continue to do to try to strive to improve in the future. We're going to have a much different challenge, this week coming up with, the wishbone type of offense, which we haven't played against for a long time. So, but our guys seem to, respond to the things that we need to do in games, to try to make it work. And I think they've developed some confidence in what they're doing.
2 more. We'll start with Mike.
Those first 2 drives zipped right down the field, 156 yards. And what do you think changed after that when they had more defensive success?
Well, they started pressuring a lot more. We didn't handle the pressure very well in the run game. We got behind in the sticks, a lot in the game, which allows the defense to predict, kind of control what's going to happen. They pressured. We didn't handle it. 2 things happen when you pressure. You either handle it and make big plays because there's fewer guys in the back end, or the quarterback gets pressured and you're not able to make those plays. I thought they covered pretty well. We didn't separate real well, and we got way too much pressure in the pocket, and I think we got behind in the down distance, and we weren't able to run the ball, very effectively after those first 2 drives.
Coach, we're going to wrap up right here.
Coach Saban, did you feel like, as far as the interior running game, how was it affected when Deontay Brown went out with his injury in your mind?
Well, we have a lot of confidence in Lester Cotton, but Deontay has played really, really well for us. These couple games that he started, probably played a very, very good game last week against LSU. So, he's a very powerful guy, and he's playing with more confidence now. So we were very pleased with the way he was playing. I can't comment on how Lester played, so, until I watch the film, but we have confidence that he can play and play well. He's been a starter here for a long time, so we don't feel like it should have had an impact, but we are very pleased with the way Deontay has been playing.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.